In this short video, I'm going to share how to invest in property after COVID-19, especially if you have limited funds available to put into it. Hi, I'm Mark Lloyd. I'm co-founder of Property Master Academy and been a property investor since 2005. And over that time, I've helped hundreds of property investors transform their lives and take their property businesses to the next level. What I've found is that the best deals are at times of uncertainty, very much like what we have now. I've been asked a lot of questions about this recently, so in this video I'm going to share with you why now is still a great time to buy. So let me start with exactly where we are right now. Oh, and by the way, if you've got anything you want me to cover to help you on your property journey, then leave your questions in the comments below and I'll answer them in a forthcoming video. So, we're in uncertain times, and you've probably heard people like Warren Buffett talk about how uncertain times are the best times for opportunity. In fact, there's a famous Warren Buffett quote which says, "Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful." But what exactly does that all mean for property investors? How do you apply that in property? Well, times of uncertainty are the best times to get great deals. Now, of course, everyone talks about looking for motivated sellers. After all, why would you want to pay full market value for a property? Well, there might be some instances where you may because you can spot an alternative opportunity, but generally you'll be buying at a discount, or as we call it, BMV, below market value. And the way to find properties below market value is to find motivated sellers. In other words, people who are looking for certainty in a sale, people who are looking to sell a property more than they're looking to achieve the optimum price. So what are the most common ways of finding motivated sellers? Well, there's probate, so in other words, when someone dies and their estate is being dealt with. Now with probate sales, I can guarantee you that although the beneficiaries want what they can get for the property, they will also have already spent it, so they're eager to get the money in. There's also divorce and financial issues, such as missed mortgage payments or loan and credit card payments, etc. These are three of the most common reasons which make sellers motivated to sell a property quickly. Now you find these types of sellers in any market, but of course in terms of uncertainty, you tend to get more defaults in terms of people falling behind with payments. When looking for bargain properties, you can also look for distressed properties, properties which have something wrong with them, such as structural issues. Now something as an investor you should never be frightened of. Sometimes there's title issues that need sorting or planning issues. All of these are solvable with the right knowledge. Of course, the property may just be tired where nothing's been done for the past 20 or 30 years. And obviously, that's not going to go for the same price as a property in good condition. Hopefully, you get the gist. Look for properties with problems. And the beauty of this is that you can get these types of properties in any market. However, there are some that only occur at certain times, and these are when something unusual happens that creates uncertainty, such as Brexit, such as the pandemic, for example. And this is where people are more fearful and uncertain about what is going to happen. So when people like Warren Buffett are saying things like, "Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful," what they're really saying is that in times of uncertainty, you should be buying. And that's why people say that often the best deals are done in recessions. But the thing with any recession is that it is always followed by a boom. And I've seen this a number of times in my life. However, I can only say this in hindsight because you never quite know when these things are going to happen. And if it does, is it going to be a slight drop or a big drop like 2008, 2009? You just don't know. But anyway, we're not in a recession at the moment, so what do we do? Well, if you're buying from a motivated seller or a distressed property, then you should already be buying at a discount, so you have some protection if anything in the market changes. So it's all about buying correctly at the beginning. And this is why you might have heard the saying, "You make your money when you buy." And as long as you're adding value and creating equity, you are protected against any drop. So where are we now in 2021? Well, what we are seeing is the calm before the storm. The furlough scheme ends very soon, and who knows, we may even go into another lockdown. However, when the furlough scheme ends, which is very, very soon, we need to see how quickly there's a bounce back in the employment in the wider economy. Now, we've already seen some of that, but I don't think there'll be enough to take up the slack in the economy, so we're likely to see unemployment rise. And if that happens, that will create uncertainty and therefore more opportunities. But again, that won't last. So what do you need to succeed in the post-COVID economy? Well, if you're just started, you need some knowledge and experience. Now, fortunately, I've got a bit of experience. I put a lot of my knowledge on this channel. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified when we upload new videos, and also hit the like button for me, as that will help us with the YouTube algorithms. So you need knowledge, of course you also need time, and you also need money. Now basically, if you've got no time and no money, then it's going to be a bit of a challenge getting started in property. But as long as you've got one of either time or money, you can still get started. So distressed vendors with distressed properties who don't have the funds to carry out these projects creates buying opportunities, even if you don't have funds. The thing to get clued up on is how to find these properties, which I'm pretty sure I've covered in another video. Once you can put the deal together, it's relatively straightforward to find people with money who are time poor. And it just so happens we also have our crowdfunding platform, which can help you raise most of the cash you'll need, so no excuses. So that's it. I hope that helps. On your screen right now, you'll find some more videos that will help you on your property journey. Thanks for listening.